Trey, how you doing, buddy? How's everything?
I'm doing quite well, Tyler. I really can't complain. I got a decent rest today. Got a decent workout as well. Overall, man, I'm quite happy and grateful. How about you?
I can't complain, bro. Damn, I could really say the same. Pretty decent workout. Got a little bit of rest, so I can't really complain too much. How was your weekend?
It was actually quite fun. I got to hang out with your family, so it was quite enjoyable for Father's Day and shit. Got to see the sisters, the brother-in-laws, and all that stuff. And mom and pops too.
Nice.
It was quite nice. I enjoyed hanging out at the cookout. That was pretty fun.
Oh yeah, in the city.
Yeah, going to the city. Actually, being in Harlem. Never been to Harlem before. I've always really either been to the Bronx. 'Cause I'm not really good with the whole boroughs. And
Yeah, that's fine.
is Manhattan one of the boroughs too, or is that just like the
Yeah, Manhattan's the boroughs.
Manhattan one of the, okay?
Yeah.
So I've really gone to those two locations. So haven't gone to Harlem. I know it's like one of the historical places,
Yeah.
especially in New York. So it's kind of cool to go there and such. I actually quite enjoyed driving around your dad's convertible too.
Yeah.
I felt
That's a
pretty
nice
cool.
car, bro.
It is.
Nice
It
car.
is. It is.
You got a
really
lot
nice
of
car.
stairs, bro. A lot of
Right.
presentation.
I was getting secondhand fame, man.
Type shit,
I was
type
like,
shit,
damn,
type
I feel cool. I feel cool. Like you ain't like me. But man, I really enjoyed my time. And going to the movies was fun too. The day after.
That movie, we saw Bad Boys. That movie was better than
Yeah.
what I thought it was. I honestly thought it was just gonna be corny.
The thing about going to the movies these days is so many movies are trash.
Yeah.
That you that you're just the expectation now is that the
Especially,
movie is
like-
going to be bad and some kind of woke BS.
Especially like sequels.
Yes,
Like
yes.
this is I think it's the fourth Bad Boys movie or something like that. So I'm just like,
So yeah, they already kind of got like a trilogy there,
Type
you know.
shit,
So they're
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
going
yeah.
into the yeah. So it can be a hit or miss for some people, but I quite enjoyed just like the
Yeah, it wasn't
overall
bad,
experience.
bruh.
It was a
Yeah,
pretty
it
funny
wasn't
movie,
bad.
and I would recommend others like
yeah, facts,
if
facts,
you
facts.
actually want to go watch that. Yeah.
Like I watched it again.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not a- it's
exactly.
a
I'm
bad
not
movie.
disappointed.
Yeah, for real.
How I felt when we left Doctor Strange, was it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I ain't like
yeah.
that.
I ain't like that film. That shit was terrible. But
That was when we went with
me, you, Osar, and DeAndre.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
that was for. Yeah. That shit was terrible. I was like, yeah, I kind of wish I got my fucking hour and money back. But this, I was
So
quite
like,
happy.
all right, this ain't bad.
And then the dinner. The dinner was pretty cool too.
Yeah, the dinner was nice.
Having the what was it, sirloin steak,
Tomahawk
steak. Yeah, that shit was dope.
Yeah, that was pretty fire. And then I also like how the dude came out with
The torch, right? I want to
the
get one of
torch.
those, man.
yeah, those shits are like
Take a bomb ripper, shorty.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm burning.
Destroyed the whole bomb, too.
Yeah. To be honest, you might be setting a fire in the crib. Might be setting a fire in the crib, man.
My bed's on fire now.
Yeah,
Like, it's not the type of thing.
it was quite intense, but it was cool though to like see them come and like char it like that, and then, like slice it there and cut it in front of you and all that. So it was pretty sad. I enjoyed the weekend as well. It was cool seeing everybody, cool chilling with family, chilling with everybody, going to
Oh,
the
we got
city.
to also see some of the team too.
Facts. Got to saw Charles for a little bit. Got to saw Jaden. Got to see Osar as well.
Yeah.
Being able to talk to them is always cool. I bought a suit, so that was also pretty cool.
Oh yeah. What color was that again?
Brown.
Brown. Nah. When are you gonna get it? It's like 2 weeks.
Yeah, so not this upcoming Saturday, but next upcoming
Next
Saturday.
one.
Well, I'll try it on. I go there and I
Oh,
try
just like
it on.
a fitting.
Yeah. Well, if it fits perfectly fine, then I take it home that day.
Okay.
If like it needs any type of alteration, then I'll come back like a week or two later, and then he'll.
So why'd you get this suit? Was it more for like going out like just to nice locations? Is it like an everyday suit just to go out and wear just whenever you wanna just wear a suit? Like what is it for? Is it casual or is it for
This is both. I mean, like I just consider. I feel like no matter what suit you get, it's kind of like more formal. No matter like where you.
especially the modern day?
Yeah.
Suits just
Like I don't really consider suit to be a Not saying you can't wear it casually, and I have worn it casually. But I just don't consider suits to be like casual. It's different if I just got like a blazer because like you can wear that with like jeans or something like that.
True.
But like the whole joint, I consider it for going out. So I mainly got it one because I had a gift card for it, so I was like,
Yeah, you might as well get it.
might as well just use it for another suit. I already got a black one, and I wanted something different. I didn't want navy because I felt like navy.
Didn't want navy.
Nah, well, I will get a navy suit, but I didn't want that one right now because I feel like that's so close to black.
Okay.
So I wanted something,
a little bit different.
yeah, something completely different from black that didn't look. So that's why I went with brown. So I could have did gray, but
Yeah. You could have did gray. I have a gray one.
yeah, I ain't want. Eventually, that's gonna come, but just I ain't want gray. Brown was the one color that I'm like, all right, I would.
So eventually you get all the other colors, but just for right now,
Yeah.
you just kind of want colors that are a little bit different.
Yeah, so like the next one's probably gonna be, navy. And apparently, when I was talking to the guy, because he made my other suit.
Yeah.
So at this point, I got a suit guy, which is actually
Exactly.
kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. I know a guy.
Yeah. Type shit. I feel like Barty, bro. I feel like Barty. But talking to him, he was like, "Wow, you're right on time." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "You bought a suit." He was like, "Last year this time was when you bought the other suit." And I was like, "Damn."
It's a yearly suit.
So at this point, I might just be like, you know what?
Each year?
I might just buy a suit each year and just be like, So I kind of thought that was kind of cool. So come next year, I'll probably get a navy one. There are a couple different colors. I definitely want to get navy.
I actually was just gonna ask, would you get some of the colors that your father and sister were proposing? I know she was looking at an orange suit and a yellow suit. Would you get something that has just more outstanding colors?
I would. I'm not sure if I would do yellow.
What about green, like your sister had on yesterday?
I would do green.
Yeah.
I like that dark green. I like that. So I would do like green. I would do green. I would do red, maybe orange, yellow.
Yellow might be too bright.
Yeah, I'm just not necessarily a fan of the like. I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of the color orange, yellow, but it's just I like take it or leave it in a way.
Okay.
I want a burgundy one without a doubt. I'm definitely I'm gonna try to get like a tan one or a cream one. I'm gonna try to get a navy one. I'm gonna get a.
Would you get white?
Gray one. Yeah, I'd get a white one. I would like a burgundy one. I do like a dark green. I take a dark green one.
Would you keep them all solid colors, or would you
I like this. I'm not a fan of pinstripe.
You don't like the?
I'm not a fan of it. I just don't. Like,
What if the yellow suit was like yellow duckies? It was like yellow duckies all over it. Kind of like how Barty had the yellow tie. With the
yellow?
ducky
Nah.
tie.
The only way I wear that is if I like get it from Marshalls or something. I wouldn't get a tailor-made suit.
No.
Like that. Nah. I ain't spending that type of money on like a Gap
What if
suit.
you just got it, bro? Like you have all the suits you want, and it's just like, all right, if I bought it for you for like your birthday or something, you not gonna take it?
If you bought it for me, sure. If someone else bought it for me, sure. But I'm not gonna spend my
You're not gonna
own
go
money.
out of your way to go.
But if you want to spend that type of money on a tailor-made ducky suit, then
By all means.
by all means,
Fair
I'd be happy. But I ain't gonna lie, I probably won't wear it a bunch. I'd wear it. Don't get me wrong, but like, that's not gonna be the main
the
go-to
main-
suit.
Of course,
Nah,
yeah. I
nah.
think because that kind of suit isn't the.
It's not professional
Nah,
at all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a gag suit.
It
in a
is.
way.
It is. Wear that to an interview or wear that to like
Yeah,
a
they'd be like, yo,
cookout.
whose man's is this, bro?
Where-
Whose man's is
Can't
this?
take you
Got a
seriously.
full-on ducky suit. Yeah, they'd be
Can't
like,
take
yo,
you
is this a joke, bro? It's like, you kind of look professional, but like, not really. It's like weird.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, if you bought it for me, I'll wear it, Brody. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't gonna wear it a lot.
At least you wear it. As long as it's worn once or twice.
I'd definitely.
I'd be quite content. I could completely understand not having to wear it.
Yeah,
A bunch.
but the goal is to get a whole bunch of different suits. I want to start wearing them a little bit more. Shit, like every time I wear suits, I get compliments.
Suits make people look nice. bro.
Every time.
Just putting yourself together.
And I only got that one black one, but every time, damn, maybe I should wear it more. I just feel like every time I wear that suit, just like good things happen to me. So like, you know what, maybe.
Yeah.
Type shit, bro. Type shit.
I just thought about that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, bro, the last time we were in New Haven, a lot of people were talking shit like that last night. It was, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
yeah.
I
see your point.
I might gotta start.
You know, funny enough, I have myself wanted to. I don't know if it's gonna be an everyday thing because I told myself I wanted it to be an everyday thing. I'm not sure if it's gonna be an everyday.
On some
thing.
Barney shit.
Exactly. I ain't there yet because I just don't have the amount of suits one I guess would need to kind of
Bro, you would need a decent. First and foremost,
constantly switch out type shit.
you need at least 5 to 7.
Yeah.
One for every day of the week. And eventually, I mean, you could definitely wear a suit once or twice, I think, before washing it, depending on what you're doing. But like,
Yeah, get dry cleaned.
bro,
You know?
you have to. You have no choice.
So can't do it right now, but it is something that I would like to strive for eventually in the future. It's kind of like dressing for the job you want. I just think you just look professional, you look nice, and that's just the kind of person I envision myself being.
So that's essentially what you're trying to do.
That's the goal, yeah. So over time, slowly transfer my closet from how it was back in like high school, where it's mainly filled with T-shirts and
jeans.
T-shirts, jeans, shorts, and those Adidas pants. I have a shit ton of those, and then slowly moving over into the chinos, pants, and the dress shorts, and the.
They definitely make you look different.
Yeah,
and make you stand out. What I also try to do now is, or what I've like told myself, especially when it comes to like dressing, I try not to wear any sweatpants. I only wear sweatpants like if I'm going to like the gym. But if I'm going to the gym, if I'm going like maybe on a hike, something like that, where I know I'm going to get dirty.
Exactly. You can't wear a fucking suit on a hike.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I did push-ups in the suit last night.
Yeah,
that shit
facts.
was rough. I did that and I got it. I was like, yeah, like this is not meant for
Just
me
tight.
to be bending down.
It's just tight.
Nah, bro. And then I wear suits to like sleep or like just around. No, I'm sorry. I wear sweatpants to sleep or like just around the house. But what I'm trying to do is, I want my everyday fit to either be like a suit or like you see where I wear the chinos and then tuck my shirt in.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to have jeans be like sweatpants.
Oh,
So like if I dress down,
It's your jeans.
it's jeans, it's not sweatpants.
It's not sweatpants. Yeah.
So like you still look presentable in jeans.
Yeah, of course.
But obviously it's
More presentable than sweatpants.
It's more presentable than sweatpants, but obviously it's not as formal
As formal as
as a suit or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I've been trying to like implement. It's like, okay, jeans are like the new sweatpants. Sweatpants are only worn inside the house, to gym, outside activities when I'm playing around and sweating, all that other shit. But then like everyday clothes when I'm going out to like stores or obviously like an interview or just leaving the house, either wear a suit or like chinos, nice shirt, pant.
Yeah, I
shirt
actually
tucked in.
I might gotta follow in your footsteps there.
That's what I've been thinking, bro. I've been pretty much I've been implementing it. Obviously, I haven't been wearing suits a whole bunch.
Of course.
But I've definitely implemented the whole like chinos. I don't remember the last time I actually went out in like sweatpants. I've been out in basketball shorts a couple times. That's just because it was so fucking hot.
You're also going to the gym probably.
Yeah, but other than that, I try not to.
I can't remember the last time I seen you with them.
Yeah, bro. I don't wear. I have sweatpants. I just don't be wearing them. Unless the only way I wear it out is if I know I ain't gonna like see nobody. So let's say like I'm driving back to New York, but I know like I ain't gonna hang out with nobody. I'll put on sweatpants. Dry kind of just stay in the house. So I'm like, all right, fine.
Ah, okay.
But like if I know I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna see a couple people, then I don't wear.
well.
Yeah, I want to start wearing suits more. But similar to you, kind of got to like build up to it.
Yeah, it takes time, which is why I think the idea of just getting one suit a year
Actually, isn't a bad
'cause
idea.
It just builds up.
It just builds up.
Yeah, it just builds up.
It just builds up. So like each year,
Instead of trying to do them all at once or all within the span of like 6 months or so, it might take too much out of your paychecks.
Oh, without a doubt. If I was making more money, sure. But like, I'm just not there yet.
Yeah, they're quite
like-
expensive.
Yeah, bro. Because like, I like my I've been getting my shit tailor made, and I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of like once you try,
A tailor-made suit. You want to go back?
nah. Bro.
Yeah.
It's like I heard people say once you fly first class, you never
Yeah,
want to go
you
back
don't
to
want to go back to economy or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the first one I got kind of like for my birthday, and now that I wear it and get a bunch of compliments and all that other shit, now I'm like,
and
can't go back,
What's also
bro.
good is your body weight hasn't.
stayed the same.
So you can still fit you.
So
Still fit you.
even he didn't have to measure me. I put that shit on. That shit still fits.
Still
So I'm gonna
fit.
get the same one. It fits like a glove. It's
I haven't
got.
gotten one yet. All the suits I have, where I guess just purchased based off the size that they were just made in, and all of them fit me. And of course, I'm quite not skinny but slim, so like they still fit me perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But eventually, I believe I have like either 4 or 5. Eventually, though, I do want to get myself a fitted
I ain't gonna lie. It's
actual
just
fitted one.
it is different, bro.
Yeah, I can imagine. I
It
can
is
imagine.
it is different, bro.
And just the experience, of course, just like having to pick out the
Pick out the
linen,
fabric,
the
yeah,
fabrics.
because they're like. If you were there when I've got the suit the very first time, you would see a little more in depth because he already has my measurements and everything, and he's basically basing this suit off of the last suit.
Yeah.
But the very first time, obviously he sat there, he measured me, and then we did every single step. Like, how wide do you want a single breasted or double breasted? How wide do you want the collar? Do you want a seam on the collar? Do you want no seam? Do you want your pocket slanted? Do you want it straight? Do you want the flaps on it? Do you want?
Yeah, I got a little of that.
Yeah,
when he was
explaining
the checklist.
But he was just going through the checklist, and I was like, oh, okay. But before I had to,
you had to actually.
He was asking me all those. Yeah. So the only thing I really had to do this time was pick out the color, pick out the button, pick out the inside lining.
Yep.
And that was really it. And then also, like, cause I got cash engraved on the inside. So he was like, you still want that? And I was like, yeah, just keep that the same.
Have you done that with all your suits so far?
Yeah, well, I only have one suit so far, so yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
And that's the plan. I'm probably gonna do that.
All of them?
Oh, I'm probably gonna do that. Type shit.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, but if you were there the first time, you would see the whole
process.
Yeah. We probably would have been there definitely a little bit longer.
Do you remember how long you were there the first time? It was like maybe an hour or so?
Probably like an hour to hour and a half.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Much longer than when we were there before.
Yeah, exactly, because he already had everything already. So at this point, it was just
picking the system.
Just picking the color, picking the button, picking the inside lining. And that was essentially it. And a lot of times we were there just because, like, we were just there because, like, my sister wanted to go back, so we stayed there for a while doing that. And my dad was also looking around and talking to the dude, but
we're just killing time.
If it was just like me, it would have been in and out.
Yeah. We move much quicker, me and you.
Yeah. I've noticed, like, my parents. It's not a bad thing, but my parents, I noticed they said they talk a little bit. They look around a little bit longer. They take their time in there. I know what I'm going there for. I go in there, get what I got to get, and then get out.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious if, as life goes on,
we become that way.
Yeah, because maybe they were once. I know what I'm here for. Yeah. I'm gonna get that and go, and then over time, life has kind of like mellowed them out to where they'll slow down and like I'm here. Let me just talk to a couple people, hang out for a little bit.
I also think maybe as you get older, I guess things kind of like slow down. You try not to move as fast or at such a fast pace.
Yeah, true. I feel like you run a lot as a kid. You run a lot as a young adult, and what I mean just metaphorically.
Yeah.
And as you get older, you just slow down a little bit, and kind of like stop. I even think of it this way: you want time to slow down too, because like time flies just so fast. It just goes by. So it's like you're just trying to sit back and enjoy the moment that you're currently in. Just because, you don't get much of those.
I'm hearing, I got advice from one of my coworkers, and she was saying, kind of go off of that. She was saying, like, live in the moment. She was like, if you can manage to, like, live in the present moment, she was like, you appreciate life so much more, because before you know it, like, I'm 23, about to be 24. You're 24. Before you know it, she was like, you'll be like 50, 60.
That's true.
She's like, time flies like this. Yeah. So she was like, appreciate the time you have now and appreciate, and try your best to live in the moment and appreciate the moment.
Yeah, man. I did my best to do that this weekend. Just
facts.
Just through the day-to-day. Just sitting back, like just chilling. I actually tried to do, funny enough, the thing that we spoke about before dinner, where you're like, no one... Like, if you don't talk throughout dinner, everyone's gonna think you're weird. I don't know, but I don't know if you saw, but like before dinner, I didn't say anything because I was kind of curious to see if niggas would think I was weird if I speak.
What was your?
I don't think they thought I was weird. Frankly, my whole point was if I didn't say nothing, I just had nothing to add to the conversation. However, if someone spoke to me, of course, you gotta speak back. You can't just not respond.
Yeah, that's fair.
But if you just don't have anything to add, I don't think anyone's going to think you're
I
out of pocket.
I don't think anyone's going to think you're weird or out of pocket. Okay, I'll give you that. And I think in the moment I probably was being a little facetious. So I ain't going to lie.
Fair enough.
Like try to like prove my point. Yeah. But I guess I was also saying that just in terms of, I think I'm more likely to do that with like maybe even like strangers or friends or at work, but because it's my family, I like want to be social and want to talk to them. Because one, I don't see them all the time.
Of course,
it's not like when I was younger, everyone lived in the same house. Like, yo, we all gonna go back to the home.
A couple hours away from each other.
We're all spread out, you know. I'm actually the only one out of state, but even everyone lives in New York, but no one lives. Everyone's at least an hour away from the house that we grew up in. And I don't always get to see them, you know. I don't always get to talk to them
In person, too.
Yeah, true.
Like, it's different doing it on the phone and
doing it in person,
face to face.
So like because of that, I want to be more. Like that night, I wanted to be social. Of course. I wanted to talk to them. I wanted to add to the conversation. I wanted to have some
Any questions you might ask.
Any question? Yeah, like I wanted to really interact and converse with them. So like, but yeah, obviously, if I probably sat there quiet, I probably could have sat there quietly, and it would have been fine if they would have asked me questions. But like, I still wanted.
That was my whole point when I was just talking back then. That was my whole shit. But frankly, seeing as though we've kind of gone through the weekend, you want to get into the question of the day, and then we'll get into the other topics that we got going.
Yeah. So the question of the day is, would you? Damn, I should have that shit saved. No, I got it. So the question is, would you rather have unlimited battery life on all your devices or free Wi-Fi wherever you go?
Unlimited battery life on all your devices or free Wi-Fi wherever you go.
I'm picking Wi-Fi. 100%.
Yeah, but if you don't have battery, nigga, you can't use Wi-Fi.
Well, I'll just make sure my shit charged.
What if there's no charge around?
There will be. Also,
there will be.
Yeah. Also, I can buy a portable. You buy a portable charger. You buy a little
portable battery.
Buy a little battery bank. You straight. The reason why I'm also thinking too, like I save money
because you pay for Wi-Fi.
I pay for Wi-Fi right now. Like that's the only way we're able to edit these videos, do all that. Without Wi-Fi, no podcast. Bro.
That is true.
So I gotta pay for that. So imagine not having to pay for Wi-Fi anymore, and wherever you go, you always got free Wi-Fi. Wherever you go, you always got free Wi-Fi. So you straight.
For some reason, I guess how I was thinking about it was like I'm not in a location where Wi-Fi would be necessary anyway, and like I mainly use my phone just to call people and shit. So like, if I need to get to someone or something, you know, I can just call them. But if my phone's dead, I can't do that. But you are correct. You can just get a portable.
Just
that kind of does solve that problem.
Yeah,
you can't just get a portable.
Also, even now, I mean, some people actually have this problem. I never truly have this problem where like my phone is always dead. My phones are always charged.
Yeah.
There's never really a time where like my shit is dead.
You have two of them.
Or so if one dies, I still got another one.
The other one. Yeah.
Also, a lot of times when my phone's about to go dead, I'm like home, so I can just like plug it in. But like typically when I leave the house, my phones are.
You've never had situations where you were out, and you're on like 5%, and you're nowhere close to coming home.
Okay, through my whole life, yes, but like
it doesn't happen often enough.
Nah, not often enough for me to be like, yo, I need unlimited battery life all the time.
Fair enough. I have to say I might have to pick the Wi-Fi as well. To be honest. Originally thinking about it, I was like, well, you know, the Wi-Fi probably ain't all that, and the battery life is more important because if your phone dies, you can't contact anybody.
You're cooked.
But he's like, yeah, at that point, it doesn't really matter if you have Wi-Fi or not. You can't have the best Wi-Fi. What do you have, like 5G now? Is that what it is? You can have the best Wi-Fi, but your phone is dead. You're not going to use it. You can't call nobody.
That is very true.
So that was my thought process. But the whole battery pack thing does kind of like alleviate that. And of course, if you're just vigilant and charge your phone before you leave,
it's not that hard. It's not that hard. I ain't gonna lie. Like, people who be out like, yo, my phone's about to die. I mean, why are you? Like, why don't y'all charge it before you leave?
You should be.
Or even if I leave, I hop in the car. I gotta charge in the car. I also carry a charger with me, so if I just need an outlet, and typically every place has an outlet. Even at work, my phone be like on 20%. Pull out the charger, start charging it.
Yeah.
So it's just
better.
It's just better, but like,
and then you don't have to pay for Wi-Fi.
I don't gotta pay for Wi-Fi.
Plus, you don't have to play to charge your phone already too. So
that's what I'm saying. I'm saving it. I'm saving money. Also, like let's say if you travel to a different country or a different state or whatever, you always got Wi-Fi.
That is true.
You don't gotta worry about like, damn, I gotta.
You don't have to hop on public Wi-Fi where your phone can get like hacked or something.
Something like that. You always have Wi-Fi. Hop on a plane. There's like a Wi-Fi fee. You don't even gotta worry about that. You got free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but doesn't that mess with the plane sensors and shit?
Nah, because you could have Wi-Fi and if I put my phone on airplane mode, I could still hook up to the Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought putting your phone on airplane mode cuts off all, not service, but like you can't use.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how it works fully, but I do know because there's Wi-Fi on planes. You can use the Wi-Fi on planes, but your phone got to be on airplane mode, and it still works perfectly fine. Now I don't think I can make calls. Like I wouldn't be able to call you on airplane mode or receive calls, but I could like still do a couple things.
Yeah. I definitely you can't call nobody on airplane mode. It's not going.
No, it's not gonna go through.
A good thing though, and I learned this shit back in high school. I only think this works with the old SoundCloud though, But if you put your phone on airplane mode while you're using SoundCloud, you can skip all ads.
Wait,
old version though, the old version.
Oh, I'm about to say that work now.
Yeah,
have you tried it?
I've tried it. Yeah, I've tried it.
It
only works. I have an iPhone 6, and on that version of it, because it doesn't go past like iOS like 12 or some shit, it has the older version of
SoundCloud.
So it has the OG SoundCloud logo and everything, which is so much better. I
think it's so much better.
The layout of it too is the OG way.
SoundCloud was different when it was orange.
Yeah,
it like stood out.
It stood out.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like black and white. I'm like, you're just like everybody else, bro. You're just like everybody else.
Like you're no different than anyone. And then the way the whole UI is set up and shit now, but then you could do that. So you just go on the app, you put your shit in SoundCloud, and then you put it on airplane mode. You go back on it, no more ads. And you just got to play all your,
listen to music and all that.
Play all your songs. Yeah, found that out, and I'm like, yeah, this is the wave. This is the wave. All right. So, topic for the day, or the first topic for the day, is chivalry dead in 2024. Now, I believe we know the answer to this question. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I believe we know who killed it. Women did. Here's why. Here's my reasoning as to why.
Okay.
The way chivalry, at least my thoughts on it and how I learned it coming up, it was for women who carried themselves as such. They carried themselves ladylike. They carried themselves respectfully. And it was our way of men to show that we respected them, to show that, hey, I found you attractive and I'm trying to court you. That's the whole chivalry thing. With how things have gone now, the world's changed. And unfortunately, the whole saying nice guys finish last is a thing. So when you're chivalrous, when you're nice, when you're caring, that is mistaken as weakness. Which I don't know why we as a society have co-opted and chosen to do this, because I believe people who are kind are the people who are the best for our society. Like kind people kind of, spread the happiness. And then mean people just make everybody else sad. So it's just kind of like why uplift the toxic and shit on the nice people? And that goes for guys and girls alike.
Because I believe the toxic play on emotions a lot more.
That is true, yeah. With the people who are not toxic, they kind of give you the sense of
you get the same feeling all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to someone's toxic, you don't know. Am I gonna feel happy today? I might feel sad today. I might feel excited today. I might, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a little bit unpredictable, and we misconstrued that, man. Because of that, we've gone on 3-4 generations now of young men who've seen this. Seen that chivalry really don't get you shit. Seen that it really doesn't get you far. At least with most women. Now, not every woman's gonna be like, okay, if a guy is chivalrous to me, that means he's weak and he's being fake with it. There are definitely ladies out there who actually appreciate that. But on average, chivalrous guys, in the eyes of most women, you ain't shit. So it's kind of like, why be chivalrous at that point? They want us to be chivalrous, but like you punish us for being that in the first place. So you kill it overall, and then you complain that it's gone. It's like, what can you do?
I don't think there's really anything you could do. Cause I think unfortunately, this is now the new way of the world.
Yeah.
So I think all you really can do is just adapt.
And unfortunately for them, I believe so many men have turned their back on chivalry. There's no coming back. There's no going back to chivalry.
No, that's why I think it's just kind of like I said, it's just the new way of the world. I just think this is now what things have changed, bro. Times have changed. This is not our parents' world.
Mm-hmm.
Things have changed. So because of that, you kind of just gotta adapt. I do think majority, to be honest, chivalry is dead. I do think there's some females who kind of get it and understand. But of course, I don't believe that's the majority. And I mean, I can understand too, because it's like, you know, you're chivalrous. You are chivalrous to a woman, and kind of get shit on to a certain extent.
All I want is appreciation. Just be
You
like,
know?
I don't have to.
Like,
do
you
this.
don't get, and also just like, and I bet a lot of men have seen this. I believe majority of guys kind of start off as like nice guys, and
Of
things
course,
kind of
yeah.
change. But like, you're a nice guy, and you're doing all this for a woman, and you get nothing. But then you see a dude who treat her like, you know what I mean, and they're the one getting everything. And even though she's complaining about the dude, the thing is, she still stays. And you got to watch people's actions, not what they say.
Tyler, that's so true. That's
You know how
so
many
fucking
women
true.
have complained to me about
Seeing that shit is so upsetting, bro.
Yeah, they complain. I've heard there are many times, bro. I've had female friends complain to me
Yes.
about, yo, her man ain't this, her
Yes.
man's doing this, her man's
Yes.
doing that. But at the end of the day,
You still stay with the
you
nigga.
stay with him.
Come
So,
on, man.
anyone, especially, I know everyone doesn't do this, but everyone should do this. You watch their actions.
Yes.
Because words mean nothing. But their actions your actions are your beliefs. Why? Because that's what you're actually
That's what you're
acting
actually
out.
doing, yeah.
And that's all that really matters. If I say, Trey, I'm gonna give you $1 million, but they never gave you $1 million, what I said means nothing.
It means nothing, yeah.
Because it has not changed your life. It doesn't.
I'm not $1 million
You're
richer.
not, exactly.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You're still going through the same struggles you were before.
Yep.
And that goes
Yep.
the same in this scenario. It's like, well, you're upset that he doesn't do this. You're upset that he talks to you a certain way or treats you a certain way and all this, but yet you still stay with him.
made no
You're still giving it up to him.
You made no
you're still
changes.
you know, kind of like at his beck and call to a
So
certain extent.
it shows that you can do those behaviors
And
and
the
get away with it.
Exactly. And the nice guy that is willing to do all the things you say that you want, you don't even look twice at him.
He's not. He's boring.
You know? So like
Right.
just common sense, as a man at least, why am I gonna keep doing this if I'm not rewarded?
Yeah, man.
So I'm gonna do what homie's doing because he's getting what I want.
Yep.
So why not kind of follow in his footsteps?
Exactly.
And because of that,
Beautifully said. I honestly couldn't say it any better.
it gets to the point where now
It's literally like that.
Yeah.
When I first started out in the whole game itself, it's quite chivalrous. I was raised by that way. I was raised on Disney movies, the whole 9 yards, and I got frustrated. It was a frustration of why am I so nice to all these women and they're still with guys who are not treating them well.
trash, bro.
Guys who don't have no respect for them. Guys who put their nothing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm giving them compliments, trying to be nice, all the things that women say they want. But then, as you stated, I started watching their actions. I stopped listening to what they say they want. I started watching their actions. And the minute I did that, I started acting like the other dudes. And that's when I started getting girls.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep.
And then they want me to be chivalrous. What?
It's wild.
Go back to what wasn't working for me?
Wow. You know what's messed up? I know girls who's like, and I'm not condoning doing this, but it just kind of shows our point. Mm-hmm. I know girls who they mans is cheating on them, and they still with them. They upset about it.
Yeah.
They voice, I don't know why he's doing this to me, all this other stuff.
But I don't do nothing but.
But they still with him.
Yeah.
You still don't break it off with him. Yeah. He's cheating on you, and you know. And you know. It's not even like homie doing this and you're just, you know.
Clueless about it, yeah. You know.
And still stay with him.
You still stay.
So why, from an outside perspective, I'm like, well, damn, why should, I'm not saying I'm going to cheat on my girl because I think that's fucked up. But regardless, kind of just, it does make you think a little bit, well.
You're giving me no incentive to treat you any better than he is.
Because when I treat you nicely, I don't get anything.
I don't
you
get
know what I'm
nothing in
saying?
return.
He cheating on you and he still gets the hit.
Exactly.
I treat you nice and
treat
I don't
you
get
nice,
the,
and
I don't get the hit.
Bro,
So what are we doing?
What? He
What are we
gets two
doing?
times.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I don't get none.
I get 0. He getting 2.
Man,
And he be
fuck that.
he could be in the asshole and he's getting twice as much. So why am I gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not getting what I want. So how do I get what I want?
It's only gonna get worse, man.
Yeah, we're cooked as a society. We're cooked.
We are. We've gone past. We've gone past turning back. There's no turning back. And as much as everyone wants to talk about it and such, you really just have to let it play out now at this point.
Yeah, I believe so.
You really just have to let it
I
play
mean,
out
there's
now.
no turning back, so we have no choice.
Frankly, kind of going into the next topic, question is, should you be a jerk to women? Now, the way the question's worded, it makes
It
it,
does
seem
make it
like,
seem like, yeah,
it makes it seem like, oh, you're just going to be mean to them. But I don't even mean it in that regard. Let me explain. This is what I mean. When I say be a jerk to women, I'm more saying you need to put your happiness first as a man. And even as a woman, you got to put your happiness first. And if that comes off as you being a jerk, so be it. If you know I have these specific standards for myself, and I will not let anybody cross those standards, and whether or not you're upset about it, you think it's unfair, this, that, or the other, and you want to call me a jerk, so be it. For instance, you don't want your girl to go out to the clubs. I would suggest personally getting a girl who doesn't do that in the first place, but you know,
So I'm gonna give it a buck. That's significantly easier.
yeah, exactly. Try not to change
somebody.
Yeah, but say she was a club girl and you got her, and now y'all dating. If your standard is you're not clubbing no more, you need to let her know. She might get mad. She might cry. She might call you insecure. She might say you're not a real man because you're not confident in yourself. This, that, the other. I'm not gonna. Well, I have these specific standards for myself.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna compromise them for anybody.
Yeah.
Whether or not me and you were important, it don't matter. I have these standards. She's gonna get mad. She can call you a jerk. This, that, the other. But it's just you standing on your own morals, your ground,
Yeah.
and your beliefs. Like, I believe this. I'm not changing it for nobody.
Yeah.
And that's just it. That's why I say that's how you should be a jerk. I ain't saying you should call your girl a bitch. I ain't saying you should hit her. I ain't saying you should do any of that.
Yeah.
I'm just simply saying you should stand up for yourself as a man. They'll respect you more, especially if you have boundaries.
Definitely. Anyone will respect you more if you have boundaries, bro, because it shows you're not no pushover. And I think that's kind of what it comes to. And I think that's why girls kind of like, I ain't going to say like jerks, but gravitate more to
They like
guys.
assertive men.
Exactly.
Men who will put them in their place, per se.
Yeah. And I also do think let's say if you tell a girl your standards and she's like, nah, I'm not going to follow it, and then like you bend to it, she ain't going to respect you.
Yeah, exactly.
She ain't going to respect you because it shows that you don't stand
I
by
got
your
him to
word.
change.
It shows that you don't stand by your word.
He's weak.
I think it also shows, too, that you're a little desperate.
Yeah.
Like, why are
you
you-
wanted that best. So it shows her that you don't have other hoes out there.
Without a doubt.
He's like, he ain't got no other options. I'm the only option he has.
Without a doubt, bro.
That gives
Without a
power.
doubt. It's like, don't be afraid to walk away.
Yes.
If you're afraid to walk away, then it's over. It's done up. Because she ain't going to respect you, and now she going to do whatever she wants, because because she knows she could do whatever she wants, and you still going to
stick around.
You still gonna
because there's
stick
no
around.
other options.
There's no other option.
Other options.
So it shows
Always be willing to walk away.
always be willing to walk away.
Extremely important to know.
So that's why I think I do agree. Obviously not in terms of like being a jerk, like abusing her. Or
Yeah, of
like
course.
that.
Yeah, I'm not condoning any of that. Stand up for yourself,
But
though.
definitely like stand on your morals, whatever your morals is, and don't bend it. Don't bend it, because let's be honest, she gonna leave.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, they come and go.
But a lot of
Every time I thought, damn, this is the one, I ain't gonna get no more, I've always got another one.
it's just
I've always gotten another one.
It's truly a matter of time.
And that's not to say they're replaceable in that regard, but like, you can get other girls, bro.
100%.
You can get other girls.
I think a lot of dudes.
They think they can't. I had that mindset at 18. I'm like, the girl I have now is the only girl I can get.
Bruh, and
A year later, I got another girl. I got another shorty.
that's
It's like,
just not
it's
the
like
case. But I think a lot of guys think like that, and I think that also comes to like when you have no other options.
true.
When she the
Yeah.
only girl you
In that
talking to,
moment,
yeah.
it's like, this is the only person I'm talking to.
And crazy enough, I've experienced both. I've experienced just having one girl that I'm talking to, and I've noticed a lot of times, like, let's say you just got one girl you talking to, you ain't talking to no other female, just one. I'm not saying she's your girl yet, just
Not
talking.
Yeah.
You treat her differently, or you treat it differently compared
Compared to when you have multiple.
well, I'm talking to multiple girls. When I'm talking to multiple girls, because I have the options, I kind of care less, because I'm like,
You say some out of pocket shit. Shorty
if
get
I
mad,
lose you,
like,
I still got others.
By all means, go.
So it means, I'm not saying it means nothing, but
yeah, it means much less.
it means much less, because
less.
I know once you leave, I'm talking to 3 girls and one gets upset at me, I still got 2 I'm rocking with.
Yeah.
Compared to if you only talking to one girl and she gets upset with you, she leaves, you're back
That's true.
to square one.
That's true. I remember 2 situations. One when I was 19, another when I was 21. 19, I only had one girl at the time.
Type shit.
And shorty left. I was asked out. I'm like, damn, I ain't nothing I can do. Of course, I was sad about it too because it's the only.
You're upset because it's all you got.
Only what I was talking
So
to.
you got.
2021, I was talking to 5 girls at the time. 1 left. I cared not, Tyler. I gave no
Don't
fucks.
matter.
And that was the first time in my life I've ever done anything like that.
Exactly.
And I'm like, yo, it's having the what's it called, the abundance mindset.
Yep.
Having that kind of mindset, bro, it changes you completely.
100%.
I'm like, damn, I didn't know it was like this.
100%. But you gotta cultivate it, and you even gotta
Yeah,
find.
you gotta work on
You
it.
gotta find a way to cultivate that too.
True.
Especially when you only got one girl.
Yes.
So like, have that mindset.
Have that mindset
regardless.
regardless.
If you're talking to one girl or 5.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Have that, and I had the same thing happen to me. When I was 17 or 18, but same shit.
difference, yeah.
One girl, so now I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to say something out of pocket. I don't want to say nothing too out of pocket.
Yep. You censor yourself.
I censor myself because I'm like, she all I have. So if I lose her, I have nothing.
Yep.
When I was 19 and surrounded by women,
Different.
and I was talking to a bunch at the same time,
You don't censor as much.
I don't care because I'm
Yeah.
like, Shawty, go ahead. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you're mad at me? All right, fine.
By all means, bye.
Because I still got
I still have
2
shorty.
others that I'm talking to. So I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But I'm realizing now, especially as I got older, and obviously through experiences you learn this, but that was a very eye-opening experience to kind of think back and reflect. Mm-hmm. I was like, damn, when I was 17, bro, I was scared to talk. I was scared to say certain things. Now, at 19, when I had all these, I didn't care at all.
And frankly, that cockiness is attractive though.
Extremely attractive.
fact that you don't
and I
care, the
noticed
fact that you don't-
and you know, crazy enough, this doesn't happen always, but it does happen. Depends on the girl. Bro, you let her leave. You talk to the other girls. They fuck around, start coming back, bruh.
Yeah.
She come back, so it's like,
Yeah.
you were gone for like 2 days because you were mad at me. Next thing I know, I get a text. I look, I'm like,
There you
come on now. Come on now.
The game's back on.
Now she would have, exactly, bro. It was just halftime. Now she want to talk.
Intermission.
Type shit. Now she want to talk.
Yeah.
Now she want to play again.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because if you censored yourself or you tried to tailor everything kind of towards her,
Or even beg her to stay.
she would have never came back.
Not come back.
She would have never came back. It would have been game over.
They essentially, when they're making the decision to leave you, they want to know they're making the right decision. And how do they know they're making the right decision? If you're crying, that you're begging them to stay, this, that, the other, because they're like, you're not confident in yourself enough.
Bro.
But when you're like, yo, go, I don't give a fuck, I get another girl. They're like, oh shit, whoa, what is?
Like, what do you mean?
I thought you would be crying and you give up on things too easily now. Why aren't you fighting for it? Have you ever seen those videos of girls? They'll reject a guy and be like, yo, he didn't fight hard enough. He didn't try hard enough. He just accepted the no. What do you mean? You gave me your answer. You wanted to leave.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you here.
No means no.
It's a
right?
choice. It is a choice. It is a choice we are making to be in this relationship.
Yeah.
And if you choose to leave, I'm not gonna stop you.
Nah.
I wouldn't stop you for a guy. Why am I gonna stop you just because?
Facts.
Why am I gonna stop you just because?
If you were the Brody and then you wanted to leave, I wouldn't be like,
damn.
you know, I'd be like, damn, it's
It's
unfortunate.
unfortunate, of course.
But it's like, all right, bro, I still got things that
I have bills to pay.
Yeah.
I got to go to work still.
I got things
I
I
got to
gotta
go
do.
feed my kids. I have things to handle.
Yeah, man. It's the same
Same difference,
Same
man.
thing with women.
Same difference, man.
So to a certain extent, I think you still got to be a jerk. To a certain extent, I mean, you have to be assertive. You have to stand on
You
business.
have to be.
You can't be afraid to walk away.
And being assertive doesn't automatically mean jerk, but it does have some jerk tendencies at times, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, because at times you have to have hard and uncomfortable conversations.
Exactly. You got to put your foot down some places.
Yeah, and it's hard. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to put your foot down sometimes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah,
It's hard to really be like, no, we're not. Like, this is not what we're doing.
Especially with what we're talking about with women.
Yeah,
because you know how
'Cause
they
at
are.
True, and at the end of the day, too, a man is still like he's so attracted to you.
Yes.
Just because he's assertive and puts his foot down does not mean he's not attracted to you. Does not mean he doesn't like you.
And you want to make Shawty happy, so seeing them disappointed in whatever they're going through
Yeah,
because of that,
never
you're just
wanna
like,
see her-
damn.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you never want to see her hurt or see her cry, whatever. But regardless, you got to show. Listen, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, this is what it is, and I'm not going to force you to do this. But if you don't want to, then
I'm not gonna fight you on it
I'ma
either.
leave,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna fight you on it either, man. All right, last topic for the day. Young male spaces, where are they? Essentially, my whole thing.
So
about this.
a young male space is what? A space where just
Where
young
it's
men
just
can
just young men can congregate, socialize, connect, network, share ideas, things like that. I feel as though those kinds of places aren't really prevalent. My personal opinion is they should be.
I don't know of any.
That's
If I'm gonna keep it above,
that's my situation.
I don't know of any.
There's not much. It used to be the gym. You know, young men used to go to the gym.
fair.
The gym was a decent place too. They had nice little social clubs for us back then. The YMCA used to be one.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
All that's really gone now. I have noticed though, young men have found their own ways, i.e., Discord channels online.
You know, I think nowadays it's kind of turned to video games.
Yes, I was just gonna say, yeah, like going online with your friends, playing video games and such.
Yeah.
That is the new young male spaces where we can connect with each other. It's not as you can just go out and just
Now
hang
it's
with
more.
kids.
Now it's more digital.
It's more digital. Yeah, yeah. I do still believe though we should have spaces where we can all still meet and congregate, man. It's important to be able to speak to people in person, share ideas in person. I understand the whole gaming and chatting with your boys through that way. And by all means, if your homie lives in California and you're all the way in Georgia,
That's a little different. Yeah.
yeah, I understand. You're not really going to be able to see homes.
Yeah.
So yeah, use that as a substitute. But I think our community should have spaces for young men and young women where they can go individually and meet their peers of their gender, and not be surrounded by the other sex, essentially.
I believe I ain't gonna say social media kind of like ruined this, but I do think to a certain extent, especially now. Yes, I understand people have anxiety and social anxiety and all that other stuff, but I think because of that, there's a lot of people who are just afraid to go out their house, afraid to leave, afraid to go talk to people,
A lot of people
afraid
don't
to
leave
go,
home.
afraid to go like make, you know what I mean? That's why, especially there's a male loneliness epidemic. I'm gonna keep it. I don't know too much about the female side, but I definitely know females be lonely as hell too now.
Yeah. The women are lonely. Don't get me
Especially
wrong.
now, exactly.
both
Especially now
sides.
because men aren't even approaching women, trying to.
Yes,
So a lot of them,
and it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, and I've met men who have no friends. I've also met females who have no friends, or have no like real friends that they're close with. They might have like an acquaintance that they're cool with, but they don't even have friends, and they don't got a man.
Yeah.
So you're single and have no friends.
Yeah, you got nobody.
That's
You
unfortunate.
literally got nobody.
And because
You
of
got
that,
family members, I guess.
and I know there's a lot of people too, and I know we try to. I believe we fall into this sometimes, but we definitely try to be like pretty proactive about it. But a lot of people won't go outside unless they have a friend to go out with.
Yeah.
A lot of people
They
won't
don't want to do this stuff by themselves.
just go do it by themselves. And I remember oh man, when was it? Might have been not sophomore, junior year of college or senior year, one of the two or whatever. I used to go out just by myself, like go to restaurants. And like I used to just go through things by myself.
Didn't you get like a list from like one of your coworkers? Or some shit?
Yeah.
And
She
you
made
just,
a
like,
coworker. She made a list of like a whole bunch of like
right.
places to eat and all that other stuff.
And you just like kind of like went down.
And I used to just go by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know some of the time I went, you were in Italy, but other times, bro, I was just like, nah, I'm just gonna go by
yeah,
myself.
you just pop out.
And I would go there and I would record or I'd film or I'd just go there by myself and just, you know what I'm saying, just to get out the house. But a lot of people won't do that. A lot of people feel uncomfortable or they don't like if. I know people who won't go to a restaurant and be like a table for one because they feel like it's weird.
Yeah, they're embarrassed.
Yeah, like
They do
don't
the
wanna
same
be-
thing. They do the same thing with movies.
Yeah, they don't want to go to the movie.
Yeah,
they want to go to the movies by themselves.
Yeah.
They would rather stay in the house. But when you stay in the house, you're closed off from the world.
You can't find a partner if you're at home.
You can't find a partner. You can't find a
You
friend.
can't find friends.
You can't find
You're
anybody.
not going to knock on the door and be like, hey, I want to be your friend now.
Yeah, for real.
No.
Like, hey, I was just in the neighborhood and I just wanted to talk to somebody. So
Yeah,
I
I just thought of you. Never met you before, but I thought of you.
Yeah.
Came to your specific door and was like, hey, let's be friends.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. You got to go out and make the opportunity for yourself.
Exactly.
But I think a lot of people, especially in today's age, a lot of people just won't do that. And I also think social media is kind of not even social media, just like technology kind of ruined that, or is ruining it, I should say.
You know, something I wanted to tell you. This is something I think you should be careful of. Anybody, frankly. If you was going to date a girl and she had no friends, I don't want to say it's a red flag, but like,
Why don't you got friends?
yeah. And it's the same thing with guys too. I ain't gonna front.
100%.
Like, if a girl's dating a guy and he has no male friends, All right, man. What happened? Like, what's the
reason?
Yeah, like what's your life story then in this regards? Like how did that take place? You went through middle school, kindergarten, high school, depending on maybe if you went to college.
You got
so you got like what?
Not one person that
you got like 18 years of school experience and you ain't make one friend.
But there's some people who don't flourish said friendship.
Yeah, and that's true because there's a lot of people who you're only friends with in the classroom, and it doesn't go any further than that.
You know how many people I have so many people I knew in high school, I don't even talk to now. You know, you might see what they're doing on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever.
Yeah.
But like in terms of talking to them, I haven't talked to them in years. Last time I talked to you, I was 17 years old.
Exactly. I ain't even graduated yet.
I ain't even graduated.
Yeah, for real. So not want to call it too much a red flag, but I noticed that people who don't have like friends of their own and they get into relationships, their partner becomes their friend. So they rely on them for their friendship needs and for their partner needs, which can be a lot just for that one person. Like I got to be your girlfriend and your man's. So you don't have any girlfriends to hang out with that you can go rock with every now and then. Like I have to give you all my attention at that point.
Yeah,
it can be a lot.
I think you kind of, to a certain extent, they might even grow a little attached.
Yeah.
Also like dependency.
Yeah. Codependent.
You're the only one who I talk to. You're the only one I, I definitely heard it's good to like. I heard it's definitely good to be friends with your partner before you even date them, or like y'all should also be friends as well. But for them to be your only friend,
as well,
that's a lot of pressure.
You need to have other friends,
whether it's with female or male.
You know,
either roles. I think it's rough.
You need to have other friends,
without a doubt.
Like I would want my girlfriend to have friends. It shows me that you can socialize with other women, and can get along with other women.
Yeah,
I think it'd be very odd if you were like, I have no girlfriends. I'm like, why? Nobody? So there's no one I can come talk to. I can learn some more information about you type shit and nothing.
I think also when your girl has friends, obviously you're going to meet her friends. You can see how she acts around her friends.
Exactly. It's a very good gauge of how someone is.
And typically, too, you are, as the saying goes, you are the sum of your
your 5 friends. Yes. So
you can kind of see how her friends are, how they act, how they carry themselves, and that kind of.
So if you're friends with a whole bunch of strippers, there's a good chance that
you're a
stripper, what you're doing, or
you want to go down that path, or you might have certain tendencies.
Exactly. Compared to maybe you're friends with a whole bunch of brainiacs, doctor, surgeons, and shit. Maybe you're just a smart girl.
Yeah, or something like that.
You know.
Or you're friends with a whole bunch of people who go to church, not at tendency. You also go to church or something like that.
Chances are you go to church as well. Yeah, that is definitely true, Tyler. That is definitely true. It is just something I noticed. A lot of people who don't have friends are going to go through this at some point, and I would definitely say to them, try not to depend too much on your partner and go meet other people.
Yeah, but
for the young men out there who are suffering and don't have male friends, you need to go out and actually find them, man. Like that's the only way.
You can't be afraid, man.
Nah, guys are cool. You go talk to them. We're not like women. We're not gonna be like, yo, fuck you, go away.
Yeah,
if you come up and you're respectful, we'll have a conversation with you, man. It's just not.
And you also,
it ain't that complicated.
You'd also be surprised how far you get just by saying hi to somebody.
Yes, for real. I think a lot of people would benefit from doing what me and you have done. Is just going out and just conversing with strangers. You really got to put that type of pressure on yourself, man. Kind of like what you do in the gym. You go up in weight each time, each week, each month, because all right, I've conquered this one. Now it's time to put the pressure on yourself.
Yeah,
you gotta do the same thing with your
socially.
Thank you.
Gotta do the same thing socially.
Yes.
Damn, there was some I wanted to. It slipped my mind. There was some specific I wanted to say, but
no. Yeah. Frankly, the show is about to end, so
yeah, no.
This would be
it's kind of unfortunate.
This would be the time.
It was around
being social with your friends, meeting new people, going outside, not being codependent.
It's not gonna come.
No,
it's fine.
All right, fine, fair enough. Well, frankly, coming to the end of the show, we give out closing advice. I gave a little bit of advice at the end there for the young guys. I'll just reiterate it. We are currently going into a crisis, not with just men, but with women also, with this whole loneliness epidemic thing. And I'm not going to say this is a for sure solution. Thank you. I was think of something else of the problem. But I would suggest forcing yourself, even if you are nervous, scared, you have fear, fighting through that fear, going out alone, and just conversing with people. Go out east, you talk to shopkeepers and stuff because they kind of have to talk to you.
I think that's the easiest way to start. If
Yeah,
you're scared.
yeah.
Just go into a store and be like,
yeah,
hey.
just talk to people who have no choice but to talk to you because they're working. And then slowly over time, I would say to just moving up. If you're in college, that is probably one of the best places to go to speak to people. That is the time to do it. So I would suggest just going out, conversing, starting a conversation. Say, hey, how are you doing? Nice to meet you. My name is so and so. And whatever that person responds with, ask them how their day is going, and try to find like context clues or just things that they're talking about and ask questions about those specific things. You know, this is something that me and Tyler do quite well. We play off each other's conversations quite well in that regard. When we go out with people and such, we ask questions.
Each other's questions.
Exactly. And definitely show interest in
The other person.
yeah. You know, show interest because people can really feel that energy that you're bringing off of, and that'd be my advice, man. Don't give up on yourselves. I know it can be quite lonely. I myself, I'm quite grateful for the set of friends that I have. I've really worked hard on trying to continue with my friendships, continue to foster them, grow them, because it's a constant process. It's an everyday process. It's not a romantic relationship, but it's still a relationship where you have to put your part.
Do what you gotta do.
You got to put your part into it, exactly. So I encourage those out there who are suffering, man. If you really want it, you got to go out there and get it for yourself. You know, you got to go out there and get it for yourself. So that's my advice.
That's solid. I remember what I was gonna say, and now I'm honestly just gonna use this for my advice.
Yeah, cool.
But what I think, I'm gonna speak specifically to like young men. Yeah. What I think you should do, and this is what I've noticed, you don't gotta wear a suit. But I've noticed if you wear a suit or dress nicely, people will actually talk to you first.
Yeah.
I've noticed that firsthand. There are a lot of people who will say something, even they'll compliment me. And when someone comes up and just compliments you, you cannot play off. Oh, thank you. Oh, by the way, what's your name?
What's your name? Yep.
Oh, you from around here? Or this. You start the conversation. You can just keep on going. Mm-hmm. And I've noticed dressing nicely also you get more stares. And I think it might be a little bit easier to talk to somebody if
they're staring at you.
You turn, you make eye contact.
Yep.
It's easy to be like, oh, hey, how you doing?
How you doing? Mm-hmm.
Type shit. Mm-hmm. So I would say dress nicely. Whether or not you wear a suit or not, that's up to you.
Put yourself together, man. Presentation is key. I was always told that coming up. Bro. Presentation is key.
It's not good to judge a book by its cover, but everyone judges a book by its cover.
It's human nature.
That's what it is.
That's how you. It's like built into us to judge because it's like, well, if you don't, it could cost you your life someday.
Facts. So that'll be my advice. Thank you guys for listening. Appreciate you guys. Continue to tune in and rock with us. Thank you guys so much. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and on Apple Podcasts. Just search up NOA Podcast, and we're the first thing that pops up. You can find us on Instagram as well. That's going to be NOA_podcast. You can find us on TikTok. That's going to be NOA Podcast 1, NOA Podcast 2. We also have other YouTube channels as well. Besides from the NOA Podcast 1, we have NOA Adventures with our vlog page. Yep. We have
Clips.
NOA Podcast Clips, which is for clips if you can't watch the whole thing. We also have NOA Reacts for our reaction channel. So please make sure you subscribe to all those. Check those out. Subscribe to the main YouTube channel for exclusive content such as the Wednesday show.
Yeah.
Once again, thank y'all for listening. We appreciate y'all. Y'all take care.
Have a good one.